This is Cyberpunk 2077 running on a 4.2 gigahertz Intel Core i7 7700K with 24 gigs of RAM and a 8 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 video card. So after looking at a few different options, I'm finding you have really, for 1440p experience, you've got two options here. You've got, you got low settings with all of the frame rate turned off. If you really got to have if you really are rock solid on, you can't have frame gen or frame gen, upscaling, any of that. You would want to do, let's see, motion blur, and I would go even lower. If you're going to go... So the thing with Cyberpunk is that once you go below medium settings, it doesn't really make any difference. So we go with our low settings, lowest we can go. And this is with no upscaling. If you've got to have no upscaling... Now, I will admit, it does look pretty crisp. I'm actually not against Cyberpunk at low settings. I've actually found it to be playable. I know a lot of people are like, why would you want to play like that? I actually don't think it looks that bad, especially if you're on a system that can actually run it. So not, oh, you can't even hit the low settings, your system is struggling. If you're on a system like this, that it's not a high setting Cyberpunk, as far as Cyberpunk is concerned, but it is capable of actually handling the game at low settings, I think it actually looks halfway decent. Dang. When I said high traffic, they gave me high traffic, didn't they? Let's see if we can get out of here and actually get into the city. Oh, there we go. Now, I know that there are those who would say, oh, it's sub 60, I can't play that. I have to dispute that. I find that... I think that most people who think they have to have 60 FPS, I'm not going to say this is with everyone, but I think most people who think that they have to have 60 also associate low frame rate incorrectly. So Cyberpunk looks fine down as low as 30 FPS, but it has to be true 30 FPS. You cannot be barely clinging to 30, but then dropping into the teens, the single digits, and then going back up to 35 or 40, and then dropping back to the mid-20s. It has to be actual true 30. And we're getting, at the settings as low as they can go here, we're hitting upper to mid 30s. I think this is going to come to a dead end here. Oh, maybe not. I don't even know where I'm trying to go. Trying not to do that. Oh, this is the best. They just keep running you over. Oh, we're up way high. I was going to jump, but I guess I'm not going to jump because I will die if I jump. Where is that bike? Maybe we should carjack someone. Let's carjack someone. Just for fun. Oh, there's my bike. I guess I didn't need to carjack anyone. What's going on here? Darn it. I want out of this. I'm trying to go back to the city. I want to kind of stick close to the city because I want to demo under the most demanding conditions. Let's just wreck this guy's car. That's great. That was kind of weird video glitch there. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Okay. Then we can jump down. Okay, so that's kind of your option for 1440p without any upscaling. So let's take a look at, so let's go Ultra with the FSR3 with the frame gen. Don't like that. Turn that off. Let's see what it does. Now, my opinion is it doesn't look really a whole lot different. If you are going to run with the frame gen on, I would definitely recommend only running at native res. I would normally recommend that anyway, but even more so, I find when you're running the upscaling, I find that the image that's generated scales worse than just if you're running a game normal at its normal native res. There's definitely an increase in quality, or shall I say decrease in quality when you're running frame gen. Even if it looks as good, it's not going to if you try to stretch it to a non-native res. So if you have a 4K screen, well, I mean, you shouldn't be buying a machine like this if you're running a 4K screen, okay? I guess if you've got a TV and you're just trying to get 4K on your TV, I guess I can understand that, but you shouldn't be buying a 4K gaming monitor for a system like this. I would actually recommend, typically for a system like this, I think your best bang for the buck, although as we are seeing, you can get a playable 1440 experience. I think that you're safer with a really high quality 1080p. I think that's really the win for a system like this. So let's see if we can get back into that downtown area. I guess we're not that far. And honestly, this isn't that bad. I mean, it's absolutely playable. It doesn't seem to matter what setting you run it at with the upscaling. It seems to always run about the same performance. So I would tend to say your real options are, for 1440 anyway, are low settings, no upscaling, like base as low as you can go, no upscaling, or with the upscaling, what is going on here? Darn it. With the upscaling, gosh, and the settings turned all the way up. Those are kind of, I think, your two wins that you're going to have for performance. I am playing on a 4K. The recording is running at 1440, but my view is on a 4K 240 hertz monitor. That's my main monitor, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's also not great. It definitely does not look as good as it does on like native a monitor's native res. But I think both options are valid. Lower settings, no upscaling, or higher settings with upscaling. I think both are reasonable options. It just depends on what you're picky about. If you really feel like you got to have it look like those settings are cranked, then this is the way to go. So anyway, I hope that look at the two options for 1440 kind of is informative, and thanks for watching the video.